From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Minnesota Twins. Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Getting the nod in this one, Simeon Woods Richardson.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Nope, that's foul.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Jeffers down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there. And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Jung-Hoo Lee stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Lee throws right, bats left. Batting second in today's lineup, and he's a native of South Korea. Cut on and lifted in the air. Larnach on his way over. And there are two outs. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
2 outs, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Bader makes the play, and it's out number 3. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back at Target Field, our starting pitcher in this one, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
This is Willie Castro. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. Next offering is down low. Fastball for a strike. That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He gets to the bag in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Willie Castro.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jose Miranda, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Chapman pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third baseman, Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
To the right side. Takes it himself, and the Twins go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Willie Adames stands in. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Larnach makes the grab, 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And here is Matt Chapman. In the air, right field. Bader sizing it up. Brings it in. And there are 2 down. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
The right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay in there. That's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Elliot Ramos. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. And now it's even up. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Outside corner, there's a strike. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Trevor Larnach, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. And there's a ball.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and the inning is over. One left for Minnesota. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Minnesota, new inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. Woods Richardson back to work. In the air, left field, down the line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground.
Automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now here is Patrick Bailey.
Well, these Giants, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, one strike.
Line drive, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the
fly ball. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And the Giants score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Now one out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willy Adames.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Coming home, he'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Matt Chapman. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 6-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Simeon on the mound now for the Twins, Aberson Castellano. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's going to be Lawrence Butler. Doubled in his first AB. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And there's a base hit to the left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. To second, but
He's
way
safe.
too late. Safe there. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that. That one, great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
One out, runner at second. Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. Doubled his first time. Throw to second, save. Swings through that one. Runner at second here, 1 gone. He swings and fouls one off. That one not close. And the count is 1-2. That's inside.
Ball 2.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And out of here. Patrick Bailey with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped. That's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Tyler Fitzgerald. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. An offensive explosion this inning here in the second game of the series. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 9-0. Back at Target Field, bottom of the inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Just missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Brooks Lee in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball, that's out.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-0. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. The other way. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Now it's going to be Jose Miranda. First time up was a pop out. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Lee off of first with 2 away. And that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Royce Lewis getting ready to hit. On the ground right side. And foul ball. That one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Chop to third. Chapman slings it across, and that is the inning. Strand a pair, and they're down 9-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And That's
Yep,
outside.
that
Ball one. Adames, 29 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. And a pitch. This one popped up. Lewis sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. One down. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. He's already homered in this game. He was late there. Strike one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Just a slow ground ball this time, and that's just foul. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence.
And digging in for San Francisco, Lawrence Butler. On the ground to second, might be 2. They get 1 out, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 9 and the Twins nothing. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just
No
crazy.
balls, 2 strikes.
Imagining running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and close, behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
Stepping in, Ryan Jeffers. Right through there for a strike. Do you
Ball
remember
one's
when
the
Tim
count.
Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Buxton on the run. Pitch misses. Throw to second.
He's
Out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The Giants up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. Full count now.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And that misses. And the count is 2-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. That pitch in for a strike. And the count is 2-2. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. So a man at first. Harrison Bader digs in now. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. That one missed. And there's a foul ball.
Ball 2.
2 outs. Couple
Two
of base
balls,
runners
one
at
strike.
first and second. And there's a
Ball
ball. On a line, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Right there on the
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brock Stewart.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Larnach pulls it down. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cole Sands warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Check swing, now an appeal to third. Did not go. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Sends it to first. Got him.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and he can't hang on. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. Ground ball left side. Lewis. They take the force out. 3rd out. So 1 hit. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. There's a strike.
Well, these Twins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That one is gone. He hammers one out to right. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 9-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Castro stands in now and watches strike 1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Plenty of offense.
Expected offense to score and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Miranda, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw. Here's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
2 outs, base is empty. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Inside,
that's off the plate.
and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, that's a ball.
Close, but called a ball. 2-0. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end. That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Here's Byron Buxton. And that drops in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Stewart back to work. Out towards right center field. Buxton sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. So here's Wade now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Cole Sands, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Willy Adames. Outside. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Foul ball. The Giants up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
We got full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a high fly ball hit the. That's going back. Back some more. Going, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 11th of the year. It's 10-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down, and here is Matt Chapman. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
That ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tristan Beck.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Jeffers in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Butler hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Trevor Larnach, 0 for 2 in this one. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Harrison Bader. And a foul ball. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And the slider catches the zone.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Tapped out in front of the plate. Throws to first, and Bader is set down. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So they go quietly there. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Lawrence Butler. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Giants, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bader hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Bryce Eldridge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Bailey stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Larnach under it and makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Back in Minnesota, set for the last half of the 7th. And now Edouard Julien. And he takes a strike. That one misses. And 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. Just missed. And that is in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's down and in. And that's downstairs. And a full countdown. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Adames. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. That clips the zone, and that's strike one.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Next offering is downstairs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
That to right, Butler. That is the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Coulombe.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants. Herrera Encarnacion. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. So digging in, Lamont Wade Jr. Now Bob Melvin going with a pinch hitter. Wilmer Flores. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Saved at second, and that was not close. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. Coulomb checks the runner.
He's
Fitzgerald back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ball outside.
No.
Throw to third. Safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That's to third. Base hit and a run in to score. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Willy Adames. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. The 0-2. In the air, left field. Larnach giving chase. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fought off foul. Chapman gets a piece there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Flores leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Herrera Encarnacion into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Two on the way. Here's a high chopper. Fitzgerald whips it to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Byron Buxton will hit next. 1 for 3. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out to short. The throw to first. That takes care of Buxton.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Ryan Jeffers. Ball one, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Ground out to short. Adames tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Nick Senzel. Coulombe back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 2nd of the year, and they add a run. It's 12-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss, strike one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Check swing called strike. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Backed off the plate that time. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. His 11th of the year. It's 13-1. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog. And right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Danny coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Yohan Duran.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-2.
Right side, Miranda. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the 9th. So up next, Patrick Bailey. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped left field. Back there. And forget it. He'll circle the bases. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 14-1.
pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. What a stop. And very nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. And the 0-2. Inside, almost got him.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Staying in the game on defense, Nick Senzel. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. So digging in, Trevor Larnach. 0 for 3 in this one. Now into the ball game on defense, Tom Murphy. He takes over behind the plate. And that is out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. On the corner for a strike. Gets him to chase after that one. Swings and misses. Sends it to Flores. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now Bader up to the plate. He's been a great free agent sign. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramos pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Edouard Julien getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1 is the count.
Takes a swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brooks Lee. Just off the inside edge. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Julien off of first with 2 away. Next one misses. 3-2 now.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The Twins down to their final strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Castro stands in here, takes ball one low. First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-0. And that's in there at the knees. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Rip towards third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Giants slug their way to a win in this one.
This win streak they're on is something else, Boog. I mean, we came here tonight to call this game, and I had a feeling at the outset they were going to add one more win to this run. If they keep this play up, I honestly don't know what's going to stop them.
14-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.